And their reaction to me was, congratulations. I'm sorry. Beg your pardon. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how I am going to format and or present this, so I'm just gonna start it off like this and get into it, and then I'll deal with it in post. So I have some notes. As you can see, I wanted to be as authentic as possible, so that's why I wrote it down. And what you're gonna hear is a combination of obviously what I have written down, and then I'm gonna kind of go off on many tangents, probably, knowing me. So if you've been watching my vlogs, I've been alluding to some things, as I tend to do, because mainly I just want to see who's paying attention. That is not the point. Let me just get to it. I found out in February, it's February, on the 5th or the 4th. I'm not sure. This is dated the 5th, but I don't think this is when I found out. But I found out in February that the company I worked for was restructuring, downsizing, whatever you want to call it. Whatever those words mean my role was impacted, and now I am one of the thousands of people in my industry in this country who have been laid off. I can't say I'm totally surprised, but this sucks nonetheless. So as a result of that news, I am formally welcoming you to my new series. It's titled Former Corporate Baddie Diaries, or at least that's what I'm thinking. I'm going, like, that's the working title. So it basically is going to be my life, the vlogs I've been doing, except I ain't got no job, Tommy. Yeah, I gotta find a way to get a joke in there. I forget what they call it in therapy, a defense mechanism. Yeah, I gotta find a way to make jokes, because what's the alternative? I am going through a lot of emotions. I'm mostly mad, pissed, quite frankly. A little bit of worry, a lot of bit of worry. Let's not play. I have been working since I was 16. I am 42. So the economy is ass. A lot of people are looking for work. I'm now one of them. I do plan to take some time, I don't know how much, to just kind of I'll be looking for jobs, but not as a job. You know, like some people, they'll get up early and spend their whole day looking for work as if it's a job. I don't plan to do that yet. I just kind of want to because I haven't had any real time off since my dad died in July. I took my first vacation in 6 months just last month in January. And even then I was alluding to some stuff. I had said something, I remember saying something in a blog like, oh yeah, this is my first time taking real time off because things were real crazy at work. Again, these are the little nuggets that I be leaving if you pay attention. So the point I'm making is that's when I was like, yeah, I wasn't totally surprised. But, you know, I took that time off, and even still, I feel like I'm in just pretending to be okay mode. Somebody compared mourning to feeling like you're swimming through the mud. And I was like, yes, somebody gets it. Anyway, I say all that to say, what did I write? I do kind of want to take some time off before I just hop back into work. I've been in a weird headspace since. I just said that. And just a little background, I was in public relations, media relations, communications. It's all kind of under the same umbrella. Before that, I was in TV news. And a lot of times people in TV news, they leave the industry to go do PR, media relations, communications, that type thing. So I've already switched careers once. I'm high-key wondering, do I need to switch again? But I don't even really know what that looks like, to be honest. Yeah, so people keep asking, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, I guess I don't really have a choice. Be quite frank, I haven't even recuperated from my dad. So this is kind of like I'm not gonna say kicking me while I'm down, but I'm numb. I don't feel much these days. So this is just something else while I'm numb. That's really the best way I can put it. And like I said, the main emotion I feel right now is mad, because I'm like, y'all playing with people's lives and money. I was trying to go on trips this year. I was trying to go on at least one, if not two, international trips. I wanted to go on a cruise. I'm mad because I don't know. I'm mad / worried because I don't know how long this is going to take. I read a post on Instagram where this one girl said that she'd been unemployed for 2 years. My neck hurts. I was like, 2 years, girl. So that's scary, knowing that that's a possibility. I saw a LinkedIn post the other day where this girl was talking about being unemployed for over a year. So just the unknown is scary. I'm thankful that I have a financial planner who I immediately called and was like, girl, Avengers assemble, because Thanos is here. Except now I feel like he done snapped. Whatever. Point is, shit's real, shit's depressing, shit is just that, shit. So again, this is going to be the new series of what it's like to be unemployed. That don't even sound right to say, not with me. You know, and if my YouTube channel was monetized, I wouldn't be as pressed. I'd be like, oh, I get my YouTube checks. Oh, but I don't. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on. And so I hope you'll stick around for the new vibe, the new type of vlogging I'll be doing. And then I'm gonna try to incorporate way more beauty or lifestyle stuff, because what else am I gonna have to do? Yeah, that was country. Okay, that's it for now. So stick around, please, and comment. Please engage with the content. It makes me feel good to know that people are watching, listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth, and taking time to reply. And also, I think it helps with the algorithm or something. I don't know, but please. Okay. What's up, y'all? All right, we are all done with the dermatologist. I think it went well. She was like, are you seeing any improvements? I was like, yeah, girl. She asked me if I was experiencing any symptoms, and I was like, yeah, girl, that dry skin ain't no joke. So told her about that, and she asked, I initially asked them, like, do y'all typically go in with the timeline, you know, 2 months, 3 months, 6, you know, what's the number? And it went from 6 to 8 to 4. Sorry, if you know, you know. Point is, I was like, do you have a projected amount of time that somebody is typically on this medication? And she said 6 months. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, okay, so you're good with the 40 milligram dose. And do you want to stay with that? She was like, the next step is we could do 60 or we could do 80. And I was like, girl, let's put the pedal to the floor. Give me 80. And she was like, really? And I was like, well, is that bad? Like, I didn't think there was a wrong answer to this question, but her response kind of threw me. And I was like, well, you know, if that's an option and if you're okay with that as a professional, then yeah, let's do 80. I was like, look, girl, the job market's crazy. People don't have insurance or are about to not have insurance. So and by people, I was like, so I want to get what I can get while I can get it. So if this is the highest dose that you can currently prescribe me, that's what I want. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. And I was like, okay, cool. So she's going to prescribe me 80 milligrams. And so that's 2 pills a day. I'm super curious to see how my body will respond to it, because as I said before, that dry skin is no joke. And you just really don't, well, I didn't really think about, I was like, oh, dry skin on my face. It's like, yeah, but also your ears and your scalp and your nose, just dry, like everywhere from the neck up. It's a dry skin epidemic. And I just didn't think about that. So I'm curious to see how I'm gonna react to this higher dosage, but I'm gonna suck it up regardless. And I'm looking forward to these results, because like I said, I feel like I feel a little bit prettier because my skin isn't as bad, and I'm looking forward forward to seeing what happens. So what's going to happen now is I have to go back on that website. Remember how I told you they want to make sure you're not pregnant and stay not pregnant and take all these questions? I have to go answer more questions. I go back in a month and they're going to take my blood work because the drug does something to your blood. And yeah, so next month I go, but she was like, come fasting. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, they're going to take my blood and see where I am come March. And it'll be, I'm looking forward to the results next month, because these are the results just after 1 month. Looking forward to it. So after I fill out that questionnaire, then they'll put my order in for my prescription, and then hopefully I'll get it by Thursday. We'll cross our fingers. What's up, y'all? We are back, literally, and also back with more medication. Don't know why that was necessary. So remember how yesterday I told y'all I went to the dermatologist. I did another birth control test. No, girl, what? I did another pregnancy test. I had to answer more questions on the iPledge website, and then following the correct answers, like answering all the questions they asked you correctly, yikes, I was able to get more drugs. So I am so happy with how quickly they work. Again, this was all yesterday. Bam. Bam. So now they're still 40 milligrams. I take 2 capsules a day. I'm a little scared just because, as I mentioned before, this dry skin is no joke. And I can't remember if I included this in my last part where I was talking, but like I just didn't think about where all the dry skin is. So something as simple as rubbing your nose can hurt, because guess what's on the inside of your nose? Skin. And if it's dry, it cracks. And if it cracks, it bleeds and it hurts. So again, these are things you just don't think about until it's time. So I'm gonna do like I did last time and date these. Oh man, I've been doing a lot of deep sighing lately. Just life is a trip. Right now I only have 2 pimples. See that one here, and then this one on my chin. And considering, y'all want to go tell me I had something on my lip, and considering that I just got done with my cycle, my skin would look, I see there's 2 that are trying to come up, because that's the thing with my acne. I believe cystic is the correct word, and them things get in there and they try to plant roots, grow roots, whatever. Point is, they don't be trying to go nowhere. And so yeah, we got 2, and I can tell this one's gonna be a whitehead, so that's gonna be fun.
When I'm at the house cooking, do you like, hey, she's taking a long time?
Sometimes. Why, is that what you're thinking?
No. I mean, I just know, you know, I don't cook for speed.
You don't cook for speed. What do you cook for?
Quality.
This is quality.
I don't know. The higher your voice goes, the less you believe it. This is quality.
This is quality. But no, it's ready. Let me take my hair down, because hopefully my done hair, my pressed hair, will distract you from this ginormous monstrosity on my chin. Can you see it? It definitely, yeah, it got real overnight. And it's funny because I thought that this one was going to be the one, but no, it was the chin, that sleeper. That's it. The sleepers always get you. Anyway, I'm just coming to say, hey, ooh, not you, not sounding chipper, child. Hi. I just wanted to come over here and say, hey, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know what's going on. I've alluded to it in previous vlogs, but I be trying to be subtle and mysterious and stuff. So yeah, I've told you everything or I announced it today on Instagram and stuff, just what's going on. It's so interesting to me when people like stuff. I'm like, do you like that I got laid off? I know I'm being dramatic. I am very dramatic. I would like to think they mean well. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come over here and say I do hope that you guys enjoyed this new phase, this new series. As I think I said in my previous message, I have zero idea what this is going to look like. I think I'm going to stick to the bi-weekly cadence because I wasn't doing that much when I was employed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this transition and that you come along for the ride. Just see the journey, what comes up. I do want to thank those of y'all. I know sometimes it's been brought to my attention that sometimes I may come off as ungrateful and just like monetize, which yes, and I still don't want to come off as ungrateful to those of you who do support, who do watch. I don't want to make it seem like, again, I don't appreciate y'all. So thank you to those of you who are here and who tune in to my shenanigans. So I do want to say that I hope you get something from this content that I'll be creating. I'm winging it, but quite frankly, that's how I be doing everything. Yes, be doing. As I've said, I believe I've said in multiple vlogs, I just be doing stuff. So yeah, we gonna wing this whole situation and just kind of see what happens. I got some really heartfelt advice and just encouragement from Nicole. Thank you, girl. That was... But yeah, Nicole is a real one, and she just, I just appreciate, again, the advice and the encouragement and just the support, you looking out. And I just want to keep all of that in mind while I figure this out. This is new. I've never been through this before. And so we're going to go through it together. Ding. I'm working a little harder than I'd like to today. But all things considered, it's like, you know. Ow, 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 ow. I'm sorry. My nose is itching. Remember how I was talking to y'all about the dry skin? Yeah. So that hurt. That hurt a lot. Let me see. Where are we in Kamala's book? I was listening to it while I was driving errands. Why do I say errands like that? 6 hours, 4 minutes left. So I gotta catch up in the book. Yes. Okay, so I'm on page 109. 88 days to the election. And we still got a good chunk to go. I want to be done with her book by the end of the month, so I need to go ahead and get on that. For no other reason than just because. What up, y'all? Just checking in to say, hey, I'm not quite sure how vocal I've been this week. It's only Tuesday. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how vocal I've been this week. I've been over here trying to brainstorm just different types of content that I can create. You may be seeing some new things from me starting in March. I was about to say February. It's February now. So you may see some new things from me starting in March. I'm just throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. So bear with me while I navigate these, while I ride the wave. See what I did there? Anyway, yeah, I was just stepping up here to say, hey, things are going. I think I have, what, 2 weeks left of work? Yes, I have 2 weeks left of work before it's a wrap, and I'm just trying to keep it moving. It's weird because I'm in that phase where people are reaching out and they're like, oh, I heard this, I heard that. And I'm like, who been talking to you? Name your source. It is what it is. I don't really care. I mean, I do, but I don't. Where are my notes? Oh, okay. Yeah, the word is spreading, and that's a thing that I'm dealing with, and just addressing the rumors, if you will. Not my battery died. I ain't talked to y'all in days, and my battery's dead. I'll be back. And we're back. It is a whole nother day. It took my battery way longer than I anticipated to charge. And it's just crazy because I think I said this, I hadn't picked up my camera in days. And then when I do, the daggone battery dies. Okay, so I was just coming to say, hey, I'm gonna do a quick little beat. I am going to have lunch with my sister. We were on this pretty good, come on now, act like you've done this before. We were on a pretty good, we used to have lunch once a month. And then, you know, last year was tough, so we fell off. Although we kind of made up for it in taking road trips to North Carolina together. For those who are new, that's where I'm from. And I say all that to say we're trying to get back to some kind of normalcy. This is our attempt to get together. Well, not an attempt, it's happening. Y'all, I am so happy with my skin right now. It's not 100%, but it's so close. It's so close. I put my moisturizer on this morning. My skin is so smooth, and it's been so long since I've been able to do this and not feel bumps. So the fact that I can is amazing. Or yeah, the fact that I can do it and not feel bumps is amazing. I do have a little pimple. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here on my chin. But it's small, so I'll let it do whatever it's gonna do. I'm still doing the double dose of Accutane, so I have to take today's pills and tomorrow's, and then I'm done with another pack. I am so sleepy. Okay, this is the final look. I made a rookie mistake today. I haven't used that NARS foundation in quite some time, and I went in with 3 pumps, and I was like, girl. And it just felt like a lot of foundation on my face, and so I feel as if I look a little cakey. And I was like, you know better than this? What are you doing? I don't know what to blame it on. I am going in with, what is this? A Clarins? Why did you say it like that? A Clarins lip gloss. Or I'm sorry, this is a lip comfort oil. As you can see, it has a little bit of color to it. I'm trying to be careful about what I put on my lips because, again, they get hella dry. So I am very much using my Aquaphor and then just trying to, again, use things that would moisturize them, not dry them. So I wouldn't use a drying lip gloss or like a matte. There's a word I'm trying to think of that I can't. But I wouldn't use those type of lipsticks right now because that would be very bad. So we got this. Oh, I need to put some earrings on. This necklace is old from Swarovski. My standard jewelry, my perfume, not that you can smell me, but I smell amazing. It's the Wedding Silk Santal by Kay Alley. Yikes, my background is disastrous. I'm trying to figure out how I can show you an outfit of the day without showing you. I know how. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to give you my best Tessa Thompson His and Hers monochromatic look. So the top is old from Express. The pants are relatively new from Express. And my boots are downstairs. I was going to wear heels, but it's 61 degrees. I feel like anything below 70, that's boot weather. That's my logic. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just trying to give you monochromatic. I wish the blues were a little more distinct, but it's whatever. Like I said, I like to be cute when we go to lunch because she be looking cute and I want to match her cute, and that's just what we do. Okay, well, I'm about to hit the road and I'll check in with y'all later. Bye. The time is now 10:06 p.m. Do you see how good my makeup still looks? Let's get in some light. I don't know if this is making it better or worse. But, and don't look at that. Look at the face. I ain't blotted not nan time. I did the Danessa Myricks blurry stuff, the NARS foundation. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. I'm not drunk, but it's been a long day. I'm tired and I've been drinking. I get filthy with girl. I've been thinking. No, for real. I'm thinking. The Danessa Myricks, the NARS liquid foundation. I set it with the one size powder. And then for the setting spray, I did the one size powder melt spray. And that was at 10:30. And it's 10:07 p.m. Yeah. Pretty proud of myself. Oh, real quick, I didn't tell y'all this. So I was out and you're networking, you're doing the things, you're talking to people. And of course, one of the things that comes up is, oh, what do you do? And just a fun fact, I was listening to a podcast recently, and the person who was being interviewed said, when you're in these types of situations, instead of telling people, instead of asking people, what do? You ask them, what are you working on? Because that tends to garner a different result. And then eventually it'll lead to what they do, unless what they're working on makes it obvious. So if they were to say something like, oh, I'm working on this case against this big corporation, then, or if they say something that leads you to believe they're a lawyer, then, eventually it'll get to that, but they get to talk about something in their field that excites them. So instead of being like, so what do you do? Well, what are you working on? And then they get into the things. I was telling my sister, I was like, actually, this would be a time where I would prefer people ask me, what do I do? Because all I'm working on now is staying sane. That's literally my top priority right now. I'm tired. I'm trying to find an F to give. It's been a long year already for me. Last year was a lot. If you know, you know. And it's just like the hits just keep coming. So it's kind of hard to squat and scoop and Dior and try to come up with some to give to carry on right now. If you got that reference, it's because you're that girl. And if you didn't, then it was a Sex and the City reference. So I somehow managed to tell someone that I connected with at this event that I am laid off. And this person gave me a reaction that I haven't gotten in the past 2 weeks. And their reaction to me was, congratulations. I'm sorry. Beg your pardon. And his response was, not you sitting here looking crazy his response was, your company messed up and they don't even know it because they put you in a position to be able to bloom. And he continued to go on, got a tad bit religious, which I have different reactions to that. The point I'm making is no one said that. Everybody's been like, oh my God, that's so sorry. I'm so sorry. That sucks. What are you going to do now? Do you have a plan? Well, what's next? It was never congratulations. So, you know that meme where that one guy's like, that's how I felt. I would have loved to have seen my face, to be on the outside looking in, to have seen my face when he said congratulations. No one has responded to that news in that way. So, thank you? ? And he was just like, yeah, this is just I just think this is your opportunity. And I think, you just really need to hone in and focus. And I'm like, on what? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I genuinely don't, for real. And I'm tired and I don't want to figure it out. I just want it to just come to me like a little fairy. Just just boop on my shoulder, do this, pss, 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 hey, do this. And then for me to do it and then it'd be easy and successful. I'm tired. I don't feel like getting it out the mud. I got it out the mud multiple times. Can it just not be hard for once? That's what she said. Let me go. The point I'm making is that was the conversation that was had. It was just a different reaction than what I've heard the past couple of weeks. And I received it. So we'll see what happens next. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. I think this is how we're ending the vlog. I have so many random thoughts, so many notes, so many pictures and videos and stuff that I'm trying to edit and put together and do and post and I'm starting to kind of get caught up. But yes, technically tomorrow would be when this vlog ends. But seeing as how I have plans to just become one with the couch, I'm gonna end it today. So it's Friday, February 20th. Hi. I just wanted to say, hey, I know I'm dressed. I have my nightgown on and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me explain. I went to the gym during lunch and I got an email from my neighborhood people, the HOA, and they were like, oh, we're cutting the water off between 3 and 4 o'clock and it'll be off 4 hours. And I was like, 4 hours is a very broad window that I don't like. So I'm back from the gym, I'm sweaty, and ain't nobody got time to be trying to play, is the water on or ain't it? So I say all that to say I've basically taken my evening shower, and so now I got a nightgown on. So that's that story. I was just coming again to wrap the vlog up. I think I'm gonna debut that thing that I told y'all I was working on Wednesday. I'm scared because I don't want it to come off cheesy. I'm just trying new stuff, y'all. So bear with me. It's called the Beauty Beat. I do know by the time you see this, it will have debuted. It's called the Beauty Beat, and it's kind of my way of incorporating my journalism background, my TV reporter background into beauty news. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. What else is going on? I wanted to show y'all my skin. Minus the hyperpigmentation is looking pretty good. I have this little situation here, that one there. Okay, I love how I was like, it's looking pretty good. And then I proceeded to point out bumps. But we're still taking our meds. They put 3 of these in one box. So this is my 3rd pack. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm talking about all the things. So yeah, Beauty Bee is gonna debut. I think it's just mainly gonna be a short. As I said, I've been posting more on my shorts, so check for me there. I kind of want to start doing more lives, but I would like to have a designated day that I do that and time. And I actually want to also have something that I'm doing, because just sitting in front of the phone waiting for people to log on and talk to you is a little awkward. I'd much rather be doing something, cooking, walking on the treadmill, doing my nails, I don't know, doing my hair, instead of just being like, this is the face that you make when you're waiting for people to join. Again, I'm in a place where I'm trying to figure out what am I doing while also trying to find the cares to give. As I said, it's low and it's across the board. Don't take it personal. It's not just with YouTube, it's with everything. So this is me trying. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all I have for now. I hope y'all are having a good week. And until my next one, talk to you later. Love you for watching. Bye.